Honorable members, with the conclusion of the 217th session of the Rajya Sabha, we mark the end of the budget session of Parliament. I am deeply appreciative of your valuable perspectives and enriched the discussions in the House. Among the three sessions of the Parliament, the budget session holds the place of primacy. It is not only the largest of all these sessions, but also the most consequential in shaping the nation's growth trajectory. The budgetary allocations approved, the policies endorsed, and the priorities affirmed during the session have a direct bearing on the life of every citizen of Bharat. Honourable members, the session commenced with the discussion on the motion of thanks to the Honourable President's address, spanning over 4 days, during which 79 members of this House participated with effusive energy and earnestness. The reply of the Honourable Prime Minister to the discussion on the motion of thanks brought clarity and context to the many points raised by the Honourable members across the aisle. The discussion on the Union Budget 2026-27 was equally incisive and comprehensive. Spanning over 4 days, it witnessed the participation of as many as 97 members. Besides, the House also held substantial discussions on the working of 2 key ministries of the government. The House also took note of the suo motu statements made by the Minister of Commerce and Industry on India-US bilateral trade agreement and the Minister of External Affairs regarding the situation in West Asia. The statements made by the Honourable Prime Minister on the ongoing West Asia conflict and the challenges faced by India, especially to meet its energy requirements as a result of it, presented the evolving situation in a proper perspective and underlined the need for a collective resolve of the nation to face it. I am pleased to note that as many as 50 private member bills were introduced during the session. I am delighted to share that on 94 occasions, honourable members spoke in 12 regional languages included in the 8th schedule to the Constitution. Overall, the House functioned for a total of 157 hours and 40 minutes. The productivity of this session stood at 109.87%. During the session, we had the opportunity to raise 117 questions, 446 zero-hour submissions, and 207 special mentions. Honourable members, this session also witnessed the re-election of Sriman Harwanji as the Deputy Chairman of Rajya Sabha for 3rd time. The Honourable Prime Minister, along with leaders and the members across the political spectrum, felicitated Sri Harwanji on his re-election. I appreciate the cooperation extended by all in transacting the business of the House, and extended my appreciation to the Honourable Deputy Chairman, Sri Raghuvanshi, and the members of the panel of Vice Chairpersons for assisting me in conducting the proceedings of the House. I also thank the Leader of the House, the Leader of the Opposition, Ministry of Parliamentary Affairs, the leaders of various political parties and groups, and all the honourable members for their kind cooperation extended by them. I acknowledge the untiring efforts of the Secretary General and his team of dedicated officers and staff in ensuring that the session runs smoothly. I also thank the print and electronic media for covering the proceedings of the House and keeping the country informed. And once again, I request all the honourable members, 267 ruling has been already done. Kindly please don't take it and waste the time. When it is really required, by taking the consents of the entire House, we will go for it. The House stands. Now the national song.